Hey guys, so today is going to be June favorites and I'm really excited for this month. June is, and I've said this in the past, I know before, but June is like one of my most favorite months ever. Besides my birthday and Christmas, which is obviously in December, my birthday's in November, June is like my next favorite month because it's my anniversary month. So I guess in October when I get married, it'll no longer be my anniversary month, but it'll always have a special place in my heart. So anyway, you know, June for us here in San Antonio, the whole summer really, is like completely scorching hot. It's really hard to wear any type of makeup here because it tends to just melt off your face. So I really try and use the least amount of makeup possible. Most days I go without makeup. You know, when I do wear makeup, this is what I've been wearing pretty much the entire month. So to start off with for foundation, really I haven't been wearing cream products. I do wear them occasionally. For the most part though, I've been wearing just a real light coverage foundation. This is the Select Sheer Pressed from MAC in the color NC20. And it's opposite from my MAC Pro Longwear, which I have an NW20 in, and I'm not sure why, but it works for me. So it's a little bit more yellow toned, as you can see. It's a very smooth and creamy powder, very light coverage, but it is very buildable. And so it does have a compact, and I really like that. I can just pop it in my purse, and it's great for blotting. So, you know, and actually I've just been using my e.l.f. Kabuki brush because I feel like this thing is so soft. But I just kind of dip it in there. As you can see, the product picks up nicely, and just kind of tap it on the spots where I tend to get oily throughout the day. I don't feel like it cakes up on me or anything like that, so I really enjoy this powder. For the most part, my makeup has stayed pretty simple throughout the month. Like I've said, usually summer is like that for me anyway. Last summer was, at least. I was living in lip balm and tinted moisturizer the entire summer with very minimal waterproof mascara, and just in case it decided to run down my face. So anytime I have outside activities, I minimalize it as much as I can, down to like just a powder, like I said, some mascara, a little bit of primer on the eyes, and blush. So for me, blush, I never really used to be the hugest blush fan. In fact, my BFF Heidi, she would always tell me, you need to put more blush on, you need to put more blush on, because she's a blush freak. So I finally, you know, got into it. I have a ton of blushes, and I really have been enjoying the Tarte blush. This is the only one that I own. This is in the color Blushing Bride. And these blushes, I talked about this in one of my recent haul videos, but they do run $25, and so this is the only one that I picked up, and like I said, I really like the name. But I picked this one up because I felt like it was kind of the most wearable throughout the year. I'm wearing it right now, and as you can see, it blended out nicely with a stippling brush. I find that it is like the perfect plum color, and I really cannot wait to get more of these. The one that I know that I want for sure is Doll Face, but I'm waiting for Heidi to get the other one so she can tell me which ones you like. So if you're watching, Bia, get on it so you can let me know which ones that I need to get. So anyway, that was just a little shout out there. But I really enjoy these blushes. They stay there 12 hours. Now, whether I believe that or not, I don't know, especially in the heat here in San Antonio. But I feel like they last as long as I need them to last, so that's all I'm worried about. Now, this blush is very pigmented. In fact, if you watched the haul that I had it in, you saw me apply it, and like I said, it probably looked completely normal to you guys, but when I looked at myself in the mirror, I looked like a clown. So this is actually very natural and really flesh toned, kind of, which is like a flush of color on my cheeks, and I really like it. And I found that with the stippling brush, this is the F50 from Sigma. With the stippling brush, it applies the best, and even at that, I'll tap it in here and tap it on the back of my hand and then apply it. And I feel like it's just a very smooth, easy glide blush application. So I've been loving that, and also this color in particular gives you the most kind of shimmer shine to your cheeks. As you can see there, I have a very nice glow, and I just really enjoy the color on my cheeks. I think it blends really nicely with my skin tone. To go on top of that, if I want a little bit more of a pinky tone instead of kind of like a mauve color or like a purpley color, I'll grab another beauty blush, and this is actually a beauty powder from MAC, and it's in the color Oh So Fair. And this was from the Venomous Villains collection, so it is limited edition. It was the Snow White one. But you know, the beauty blenders come in a compact, so obviously this color is very dupeable. I mean, the beauty powders are not really too pigmented. As you can see there, like, there's not really too much pigmentation. But when you take just a light hand with it and then you kind of apply it to the apples of your cheek, I don't know if you guys can see there, it just kind of gives you that nice little pink flush to it. Yeah, so I've just been pairing these two up, and I feel like they match really nicely. It's like the perfect complement of like a plum mauve color to like a pink color. You know, I guess like a rosy reddish pink. So I feel like they really match nicely together, and that's been my combination pretty much for the whole entire month. But on my eyes, beside the fact of today and the other days that I've been wearing eyeshadow, for the most part, I've just been gliding on a paint pot and going. So Bare Study has been really my go-to eyeshadow of choice, and base and primer all in one. It's just a really shimmery, nice base, and I mean it works great under shadows as well, but as you can see there, it really just gives you, and especially blended out, a really nice just kind of glow. So, you know, for summer, even though I have oily skin, I really do like and enjoy having that glow to my skin and make it look fresh and, you know, sun-kissed. Besides just that, though, on the occasion that I have been wearing eyeshadow, I really have been enjoying this palette. This is from Clinique. There's the label there. Honestly, I don't know that you could necessarily pick this up again because it was in one of those free gifts, you know, when you buy so much from Clinique. It does come with a good size mirror, and these are the 3 shadows here. So a base, contour, and a definer. And the colors, I mean, this color isn't really anything spectacular, but this purple color is super pretty. They're really pigmented. So as you can see there, the base isn't really like a big deal. I mean, that's pretty dupeable. You can find it anywhere. But the other 2 are really pretty, especially when blended out. So when I've been wearing eyeshadow for the month, these are the colors that I've been wearing. And I think it's just a really good palette to have. And it was free, so you can't beat that. So like today I'm wearing the base color on my lid. In the crease, I have the contour color, which is the purple. And then the definer I have in the outer corner. So as you can see, it's just a really smoky eye. Pretty basic, so. And no eyeliner, lots of mascara. So it's been working out pretty well for me. I like that. Next thing is not really like a makeup product, I guess you could say. It's a thing. And I think I just had this in my last haul video, but the thing that I don't think you guys realize is I usually pre-record a lot of videos. Like today I'll probably film 4 or 5 videos and kind of spread them out or use them as fillers, especially when I have a lot of hauls. I'll just film all my hauls and then fill them in between videos that I need to, you know. So this you actually just saw, which is my Z palette, but I've actually had it for probably about a month and a half already. So this is the pink, the large Z palette, and I really love this thing. Right now I have all of my e.l.f. blushes in it. Excluding the 2 I can't even talk, the 2 new ones, which is I think Gilded Gold and Twinkle Pink or something like that, which I do plan on getting. But these, I just depotted them all. But I'm not even talking about the blushes, really. I'm talking about the palette. I just think it's really neat because not only can you customize it to the color that you want, like if you want the cheetah print or the zebra print or pink or just black. I really like that fact, but I like the fact that it has a clear opening, so you know exactly what you're looking at. And you know, if you have multiple of these, you're not going to grab the wrong one. The thing I hate about my MAC palettes, even though it's convenient to have them, you know, all your single eyeshadows in there, I hate picking up the wrong one. When you have multiple of them, I want my eyeshadow palette and then I'll grab my blush one by accident. So I need to label them, but I just feel like that's a pain. And this, you can clearly see everything that's in there. So, and also I love the fact that, you know, 10 of the e.l.f. blushes fit in here perfectly. So I really like that. And just a side note, you know, for Tarte blushes, like I had mentioned earlier, they're really expensive. And so just to give you kind of a tiny dupe for the Tarte Blushing Bride, if you were interested in it, I'm going to show you what a swatch of an e.l.f. blush looks like versus the Tarte. The blush that I'm going to compare it to is the e.l.f. Studio Line blush in the color Berry Mary. In pan, the Tarte blush looks a little bit more like plum. But in person, they even have the same like gold shimmers. It's crazy. I can say that the Tarte blush is a little bit more pigmented. I can give it that. I mean, it's $25 versus $3. So of course it should have more pigmentation. I would be kind of disappointed if it didn't. But for $3, I do have to say that the this is the e.l.f. one, this is the Tarte. So I mean, you can see that it's pretty good competition. I really have to give it that. pretty good competition. So that's just kind of a side note I wanted to show you guys in case you were interested. And if I do end up getting any other Tarte blushes and I no dupes for them, then I'll definitely let you guys know. Moving on to nail polish, I really haven't been, like right now on my nails, because I'm sure I'll get a question, I'm wearing Orly's Pure Porcelain, and then I have the Ulta Salon Formula nail polish in Pinata Vada or something like that. It's the one that has like the multicolor that looks like the Deborah Lippmann polish. So yeah, that's what I have on my nails right now. Pretty festive. It's going to be hard to get off though, so, but whatever. But for pedicure, you know, during summertime, I'm all about the bright toes. Well, really I'm like that any time of year, but especially during summertime. I wear whatever color I want. It doesn't matter what color or how bright it is, but the one that I've really been loving that I've had on my pedicure twice already in a row is Essie's Pink Parka, which I showed this in a dupe compared to the Sinful Colors in Pink Forever or something like that. So this is the Sinful Colors one, and then this is the Essie Pink Parka. So they're really similar. The only thing that I've added different is on top of the Pink Parka, just because, you know, neon nail polish is dry matte. So for me, I don't really like the matte. So I put a top coat over it, and this is the Pink Parka. This is what I actually have on my toes right now. Super pretty. I love it. It is so gorgeous. And anyway, on top of it is OPI and Happy Anniversary. Hopefully you guys can see that, but it's really just like a silver. It's a very thin, like silver white pearl color, and it just makes any nail polish like super pretty. I mean, as you can see there, it kind of gives it like a purple reflect, but it's so pretty. I love it. So that I have on my toes right now, and I've been loving it. Like I said, 2 pedicures in a row. If you haven't checked out those polishes, I would definitely check them out because those are up on my favorites right now. And then moving on, I'm trying to go as quick as I can. It's not working. But I switched my makeup wipes. I was using the Yes to Cucumbers ones, and I switched back to the Neutrogena, but I'm using the night calming one in the purple packaging. I'm having a really hard time talking today. But anyway, these I feel like are they have a really nice smell, but they're so much more smooth on the skin versus the ones that are just the regular in the blue packaging. So I really have been loving these to remove my makeup. And if you haven't seen my tutorial on how I remove my makeup, I'll link that down below. But it's just a really simple, probably how everybody does it type thing. And then last, for like my kind of beauty products type thing, is a fragrance. And it's not really even a fragrance, it's a body mist. And this is the Aloha Pink Vibrant and Beachy. And I showed this in my Bath & Body Works haul, which again, you guys just saw not too long ago, but I actually filmed that probably 5 weeks ago. So anyway, I've had this for a while now, and I really enjoy the scent. It is like the most gorgeous scent ever. It reminds me of Hawaii, and I'm sure that's why it's called Aloha Pink. I guess it can't really remind me of Hawaii because I've never been to Hawaii, but I'm going for my honeymoon, so maybe this is what Hawaii will smell like. Like when I think of Hawaii, this is what I think of. It's just filled with coconuts, and it just smells very beachy, and I guess that's why it's called Vibrant and Beachy. So I really have been liking this. You know, I work out almost every other day when I get out of work, and I carry that in my gym bag because I don't really like stinking when I work out, and you know, you sweat when you work out. Let's just face it, everybody sweats. And so it's been a lifesaver in that department, so that's good. And last but not least has been my iPad. And not necessarily just my iPad in general. I mean, I love this thing, don't get me wrong. It's the best investment I've ever made in my life. But in specifically, I guess you could say, is an app. And I really just cannot talk today. So my favorite app on this thing has been iBooks. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's like, let me go back to my home screen so I can show you. It's just an app that looks like this. It's this one right here. It's free to download, and it comes with the iPad, so you can download it. And it has a bookshelf where you can put, you buy different books. And I've mentioned this before, but I'm in a book club. I know that's kind of nerdy, but that's okay. I love to read fun books. I'm not really like a sci-fi type person or anything like that. I like to read fun books and books that are based on movies and vice versa. So anyway, I've only had this two book club meetings already, so I've only bought 2 books on it. The first book that we read was The Help, and then now we're reading The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So I have to say The Help was like such a good book. I loved that book. It was the best thing. I mean, and sometimes I get lost in this thing, but anyway, I really love that book. I cannot wait for the movie to come out. If you like books that are actually based on semi-true stories, then The Help is the book for you. Really, like, that was the best book. And I can't figure out how to get back. So anyway, I figured it out. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I haven't started it yet, but I've heard so many good things about it that it's a good book. So we'll see. So I've really been liking that. I just feel like it's convenient and it's very nice to carry around in my purse and know that I was going to carry it around anyway and not have to carry around a book plus this. So yeah, so that was my June favorites. I tried to make it quick, but by looking at the time, I know that didn't happen. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below what your June favorites were, or post a video response so I can watch it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!